Pogba, Fernandez, Bruno! Yes! Fernandez lights the touchmaker. Pogba. Through ball looking for Greenwood. Greenwood gets away from Struck. Greenwood's in here. Greenwood! Fabulous! Oh, what a goal! Mason Greenwood!
In 2023, the world decided Paul Pogba was finished. The headlines were brutal, the comments were worse. Wasted talent, overpaid, he never cared. And here's what I want to ask you. What do you do when the whole world writes you off? Because what Pogba did next, quietly, alone, away from every camera, is one of the most important stories in modern football, and nobody told it right. Until now. The story of Paul Pogba's collapse didn't start with an injury, it started with noise. When Pogba returned to Manchester United in 2016 for £89 million, the biggest transfer fee in history at the time, he didn't just sign a contract, he signed up to become a symbol of everything United was trying to rebuild, everything the fans were desperate to believe in again. That is an enormous weight to put on one man's shoulders, and the noise that came with it was relentless. Every training session analyzed, every haircut debated, every agent interview used as evidence that he didn't care. Here's something most people don't understand about elite performance. Focus is not a feeling. Focus is an environment. And Paul Pogba's environment at Manchester United was the opposite of focused. It was chaos with a badge on it. Managers changing, philosophy changing, results falling. And through all of it, Pogba, the most visible, the most expensive, the easiest target. Was he perfect? No. Did he make mistakes? Yes. But ask yourself this. Could you perform at your highest level when every single day the world is arguing about whether you deserve to be there? Most of us can't even focus when our phone notifications are on. Pogba was trying to play world-class football in a stadium of 75,000 people, half of whom had already decided he was the problem. While the world moved on, while transfers happened, while champions were crowned, while the game kept spinning, Pogba went quiet. No interviews, no Instagram stories from nightclubs, no headlines, just work. He trained, every day. For a body that had no professional game to return to, he maintained discipline for a future that wasn't guaranteed. And I need you to understand how hard that is. It is easy to be disciplined when results are coming, when people are watching, when the crowd is chanting your name. Real discipline is what you do in the silence, when nobody is watching, when nobody cares, when the logical thing, the comfortable thing, would be to stop. Pogba kept going. Now you might say, he's a millionaire, it's easy for him. Let me challenge that. Money buys comfort. Money buys ease. Money does not buy the will to wake up at 6 a.m. and train a body towards a goal that the entire world says is over. That is not a financial decision. That is a character decision. And character is the one thing nobody can give you and nobody can take away. Pogba's ban was reduced on appeal. He returned to competitive football, whether his career reaches its former heights. That's still being written, but here's what's already decided. He chose not to quit when quitting was the easiest, most understandable option in the world. That choice, that one choice, is the entire lesson. So, what do we take from this? Not a football lesson, a life lesson. 3 of them. 1. Your environment shapes your output, so guard it violently. Pogba at Juventus the first time was a different player to Pogba at Manchester United. Same man, different environment, dramatically different results. Look at your own life right now. Who are you surrounded by? What voices are loudest in your head? Yours or theirs? Because if you are trying to build something great in an environment built for average, you are fighting with one hand tied behind your back. Fix the environment or leave it. 2. Identity is not what you do, it's how you respond when you can't do it. Pogba's identity as a footballer was stripped away, temporarily, but taken, and what was left? The man underneath, the man who still trained, the man who still believed. One day, and this is not a threat, this is a promise. One day life will take something from you, a job, a relationship, a dream, a version of yourself you thought was permanent. What will be left when it's gone? Build that. Build the man or woman underneath the title, the role, the result, because that's the only version of you that cannot be taken. 3. Discipline in the dark is the only discipline that counts. Anyone can train when the lights are on. Anyone can grind when people are watching. The question is what you do at 6 a.m. when no one will ever know if you skipped it. The question is what you do on the day when motivation is gone, results are nowhere, and quitting feels completely rational. That moment, that specific moment, is where champions are made, not in the stadium, in the silence before it. Paul Pogba's story isn't over, and neither is yours. Whatever you're in the middle of right now, the silence, the doubt, the season where nobody is watching and nothing seems to be working, that is not the end of your story. That is the chapter that makes everything else make sense. Stay disciplined, guard your focus, train in the dark, because greatness doesn't announce itself, it just shows up, quietly, consistently, every single day. This is Goal Mind, and we'll see you in the next one.